Good morning. WFIN News Director Doug Jenkins with you live on Facebook once again, joined by the Superintendent of the Hancock County Board of Developmental Disabilities, Kelli Grisham, as we continue our preview of some of the tax issues that you'll see on the ballot in Hancock County. Now, this is the only countywide issue that you'll see coming up in May. Kelli's going to tell us a little bit more about what this levy pays for. Now, we're looking at a 5-year, $2.5 million levy, right?
Correct. It's a renewal levy.
And this will go for operations. When we're looking at operations here at the BBC and what the board does, what are we talking about?
Well, as everybody knows, Hancock County Board of Developmental Disabilities serves folks with disabilities in Hancock County from birth to death. So that encompasses a lot of services. We have early intervention that serves kids that are 0 to 3 years old. We serve preschool kids, and in our preschool class here at Blanchard Valley Center, we have kids with disabilities and kids without disabilities, about 48 kids every year. We also serve children K through 12, and then they transition into adult, and we pay for day support, residential support, respite, just about any service, Special Olympics, community recreation.
One thing that we've seen with the board here and with the BBC is getting people placement in the community, not just in residential living, things like that, but also jobs. Does this levy help in support of that as well?
Absolutely. We have had a really big push across the state for community employment with people with disabilities, and we've invested quite a bit of money in community employment. We have people that work at Lowe's Distribution, that work at Kroger, that work at McLean, so we're really reaching out, and Hancock County has been very, very supportive in that aspect.
I know going back about a month or so, there was concern about federal cuts. And locally, the answer we got is that things are okay here because of the local support that you get.
Correct. Mostly everything we do is supported by levy funds. So it is. We had the last conversation with Chris on the radio about Special Olympics, and there were some proposed cuts with Special Olympics. And we're so fortunate here in Hancock because it wouldn't have affected us. We do all Special Olympics across the county, and that was going to affect Ohio Department of Education.
When we're talking about renewal levies, a lot of times we're covering similar ground, but a lot of people see it as a checkup of how is the board doing? Are they being good stewards of taxpayer dollars? If you had to point to some things that illustrated what you're able to do with tax dollars and show that good stewardship, what would you look at?
I think in the last couple years, we have really worked hard to connect people with their community. We have a great community recreation program that's totally funded by levy dollars, and that really connects people with their community. So they go, live, work, play in the community with everybody else without a disability.
All right, and if people want to find out more about the levy initiative, where can they go for that?
Come right to Blanchard Valley Center, and we'll answer all your questions.
All right, any presence on the web or anything like that?
We're actually doing a presentation today at 1 o'clock and again at 5:30, and all the community is welcome to come to that.
All right, so that's happening here at the Blanchard Valley Center out on Sandusky Street, East Sandusky Street, I should say. And, of course, this will be on our WFIN Facebook page as well as in our news story, which we'll have posted a little bit later today. Kelli, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, tomorrow we'll be talking about the Van Loo Renewal Initiative. Also, we'll be talking about the Liberty Benton Building Initiative on Thursday, and it looks like Arcadia will be talking about their renewal efforts on Friday. So still plenty to come this week as we look at tax issues going on in Hancock County in the lead up to the May election. I'm Doug Jenkins reporting live on Facebook.